So in this video, I'm going to be making a guide on the lanes and what to do in each lane. Every lane is going to be kind of mostly the same on any character, so I'm only going to be showing it on Haze right now. There's other characters I could do like a lane guide on. If you guys want that, you can leave a comment down below. And yeah, if you guys do enjoy this video, you can leave a like, and also make sure you hit that subscribe button. It does help me out a ton. So yeah, let's get right into the guide. So first things first, with lanes, you'll start on either yellow, orange, blue, or purple, of course, as you can see, and from spawn you can get up on these. So starting off, you just want to go to the lane as normal. You can zipline speed boost to the lane, which I'll explain right now. So basically what that does is you press F, and now you have a 30-second of, going fast on the ropes, basically what you would call it. So I can go up here again, have zipline boost, go all the way back to spawn if I need to buy something or I need more health, right? If I need more health, I go back to spawn with the zipline boost, buy something real quick, and I still have enough time to go all the way back with that same boost in mind, and then I'm back at the lane that fast. So if you always need to heal up, you can just go back like that really fast. As you can see on the left side, that it just went away, and as you can see on the bottom right, it's going to be 305, so it's going to be a 305 seconds or 311 seconds in full to reset that speed boost. Next is there are shops in each lane. So this shop will go away if your guardian's destroyed. The shop will shut down. You can't use it no more. Other than that shop, as you can see on the mini map, it's kind of like a shop icon. So then you can head over here to the right. This is for like the orange lane, the blue lane, kind of in the middle. There's a secret shop in here as well where enemies can actually go here and use this shop as well. So the enemies can't use your own shops on your lanes, right? But they can't use this secret one right here that it's tucked away inside this building, so you want to make sure you watch out for enemies in there that come through here and try to gank you and try to sneak up on you like a jungler, and he'll buy something in here and then he'll go to your lane, right? So you want to be careful of that. So each lane is going to have camps, right? So I'll put up on the screen right now. The easy camps are going to be 2 minutes, and they're going to have reset at 4 minutes. The medium camps are going to spawn at 7 minutes. The respawn time for that is 6 minutes. The hard camps are going to spawn at 7 minutes. That's respawn time is 8 minutes. And then the slot machines, which are going to be on the map as well, which I'll show you, are the initial spawn is going to be 10 minutes, and the respawn time is going to be 5 minutes. So where they basically are is, as you can see on the mini map, there's these triangles. You go to these little triangles. The one triangles are the small camps. So these are the easy camps. You go in there and you fight these guys. They're easy camps, right? There's usually 3 of them, but I killed an extra one. He was right here. So the medium camps are going to spawn up. These are the medium camps at 7 minutes. As you can see on the map, it's going to be indicated by a little triangle and then one dash under it. So one little line, you go to these areas, and then these are the medium camps. There's also guys that spawned in here as well as medium guys as well. While you're fighting in your, say orange lane or even in the blue lane, they're in separate spots. But say you're in the middle lane, you just go over here, you fight these guys, you kill them real quick. At around 7 minutes, you should be powerful enough to take them on by yourself and use some of your abilities. You can come over here as well, hit these boxes, shoot them, and see what you'll get out of them as well, which is always nice. You can even shoot these as well. And then there's going to be a kind of hidden camp down here. So there's a bunch of them down here. And this is all medium hard camps. So the hard camps are going to be with the triangle and then 2 dashes under. So as you can see in the left lane, there's going to be some hard camps over there. You can barely see them. So like right there. So those guys are the hard camps that are crouched down. And then in the middle lane, of course, if you go in over here, the middle lane, they're going to be inside this building. And these are going to be the harder ones, right? The guys with the red under them, that's the hard camp. It's going to be a little harder for you to kill, and they're going to do a lot more damage and everything like that. This area actually of the middle of the map, this building right here is actually really good because the boss is actually in here as well at the bottom. But you can shoot these pots, and you can get stuff as well if you don't want to farm these guys instantly. We're only talking about the lanes for the moment. There are teleporters in some of the lanes. So if you go in the middle lane, there's a teleporter right here that can bring you to the Park Ave. So if we take it, and then you're going to end up in the blue lane. So this is the other side of the middle lane. So yeah, you can always bounce back and forth if you really need to. You can go back to York Street. And now the mid boss spawned, and also for the lanes is going to be the abilities over to the left. So this is the casting ability. So this is going to help you have some casting reduction. There's like a movement speed buff that you can get from this spot as well after 10 minutes. And these slot machines spawn. So these slot machines are also in some of these areas you can see on the map. They're like a triangle with 1 dash and then the square under it. So you can basically go up here where you were in the middle of the map on the orange lane, and there's these slot machines. So you kill that guy, there's an extra guy up here, And then these machines, so you can't shoot them or anything. You never really want to just hit it once because it'll do more damage to you, because it does do damage to you. So you want a full charge punch and just keep punching these, and you'll lose some health, but it's fine because you'll get a bunch of souls, as you can see. These are really nice to go up here and destroy both of these while you're in the mid lane and while you're in the other lanes that have them. Basically the blue lane. And you can go up here, you get your souls, and you just go back down, or you can go up on top of the roof if you really want to, and scope out the area, right? Now, there is a urn on each side of the map, right? So in yellow lane, there is a urn over here. So if I go over here and pick up the soul urn, you can grab the urn. You can't use your abilities in this, so you want to be really careful, right? None of your abilities are going to work until you drop the urn. So you can drop the urn anytime you want to fight, but you have to pick it back up and just stand in it, right? But basically what you want to do with this urn, it shows you on the mini map, and the enemies can actually see this. So the enemies can see a red box that's on the urn, and they can hear that you can pick, they can hear you pick up the urn, right? So you want to be careful about that. They will try to ambush you and try to kill you for the urn because it's going to have a lot of souls. So you basically just run across the whole map. If you can get over here by yourself and you are fine, say if your team's pushed up on this lane, you stand in this side on the opposite side of the map, and there you go, and then you just punch these, and you get tons of souls, as you can see, for yourself. And since I'm by myself, it's going to give me basically all the souls. But yeah, it's going to split up the souls with your team, and you'll get some souls there that you can punch for yourself. And of course, the other side that has the movement speed over here, it's going to be random. So as you can see, bottom left, it says unsecured souls. So that basically means that if you do die with this little circle on the back of you, as you can see, there's like a little ball that's floating behind you, that's your unsecured souls. After time, they will go into your bank, and you can or go to a shop and buy something in the item shop, and then they'll get used as well. So it's basically, if you get killed while these souls are on you that are unsecured, then the enemy can pick those souls up. So you want to be careful about that. You want to make sure you use those unsecured souls before you get into a fight, so your team doesn't get them just in case you die, right? So for the most part, you're looking for these vases to shoot, and make sure you get something out of them, so it'll randomly give you an item when you destroy them. And that's what you want to use to basically having a little advantage over your opponent. Sometimes they'll give you like plus 5% fire rate. Sometimes they'll give you like life steal, something like that. So, and you always want to kill these camps when they are up at those times, like I said earlier, to basically get the most souls and keep track of the enemy's bank account. Because as you can see up here, I have 6,000 I earned so far from souls. So you want to basically have a bigger number than them and make sure you are out farming them, right? The main tip I can give for controlling your lane and getting better at your lane, other than getting the camps, is to always go back when your souls reach 500. So if you're over here fighting at the beginning of the game, this is mainly for the beginning of the game. So if you're fighting here and you're shooting these guys, you're getting your souls, you got to make sure you shoot the souls and try to deny their souls as well, because when you kill an enemy, of course, a soul will pop out, fly in the air, and if you don't shoot that soul, it'll still go to you. But if the enemy shoots a soul, then they can deny the soul from you. So you always want to shoot those orbs while they're in the sky, right? So for example, again, that orb went up, and the enemy can't shoot that and deny it, so you don't get nothing. So you always want to shoot that soul that's in the sky. And I always usually wait until the enemies are kind of low already, unless I'm really like, you know, built up with power and everything. I wait until my minions basically make the enemy minions a little low, and then I can just finish them off, just because I can shoot that extra soul that's in the sky and I don't have to reload or anything, right? For the most part, you always want to go back when you get 500 souls, go right to your shop and buy something. You know, you have early game builds. There's all kinds of builds for other characters, like for Hayes right here, for example. I'd build these for early game. There's even an advanced build they can do, which I do a lot, this build. So I usually do early game here. These are all 500, of course. And since it's like a kind of jungle-y character that goes around the map more, I can even switch to map play, and that's what that means. But if you're getting poked a lot, say if, you know, there's an enemy that's throwing magical power at you a lot, like the spirit damage, and just shooting you a lot, and you can't really stay alive in that lane, then you can always do the getting poked on lane. Kind of, you know, get a build that kind of has this description in it, that, you know, if you're, just in case you're getting poked, I can, you know, I can buy extra regen. That's a good ability to use if you're getting poked in any character, basically. And then you can use healing right as well, grant regen and sprint speed to the target. Gets dispelled if you take damage from enemy players or objectives, can't be self-cast. You know, that's basically what you want to do in a lane as a beginner kind of guide. Once you kill their guardian as well, by the way, your zipline does go a little bit farther. If they kill your guardian, then you don't have a zipline anymore to go all the way over here. As you can see right here, it'll basically block you off and only enemies can use it. So now they can't use our zipline, and you got to be careful about going up on the zipline, because you have like 2-3 seconds by the time you're going up on the zipline. Say if you're trying to you know, escape an enemy. If you go up here and you're going to zip line, there's like 2 seconds that you can actually get shot, and then your character will get stunned off of the zip line and fall on the ground. You'll be stunned, so you want to be careful about that. If you are trying to escape the enemies, you don't really want to zip line in front of them, because they will, you know, basically just shoot you down one bullet. Any damage hits you, you're gonna fall and get stunned in those 2 seconds. But after that, then they can't knock you off, right? And of course, once you level up more, you can buy more early game items and sell off the 500 cost items, some of them, and just keep rinse and repeating all the way up to the late game items that you get. As you can see, I have small minions, right? So anytime when you are into the enemy base, and this is going to help your team out a lot, and it's going to help you out a lot, even though you're not going to realize it off the rip, is that you want to kill these minions, but you only want to kill 2 of them if you're on the enemy team, what I mean. So if you're on your side, you want to kill all 3, kill them all, and let them respawn, right? But if you kill 2, so for example, say if we're on the enemy side right now, which I'm not, but I'm on my side. But say if I'm on the enemy side and I'm killing these guys, and this is the enemy base, right? I'm stealing their camp buffs. This is what you're doing. You're stealing, well, not camp buffs, but you're stealing their camp, you know, XP and stuff. And then I leave 1. And now when you go back to that, he's not going to attack you. He's going to be fine. So this is the enemy side, and now you killed 2 of them, and you left 1 minion there, 1 creep, I guess you would call it. And now the enemy is going to come over here. Say if he, like, you ran back and you ran back to your side and everything, and then enemy team came up, he'll be like, oh, I want to go get some XP. Let me go farm my base. Let me go farm my little creeps over here. Let me go farm my... You can even do this with anybody. You can do this with the medium. You can do this with the large creeps as well. But yeah, they'll have 1 creep there. So they'll have to kill that 1 creep to let that respawn timer go on again, because these guys will not respawn unless you kill all of the creeps that are in the area, right? In whatever area you are, in this building or wherever they spawn, you have to kill all of them. So like, for example, these guys, you have to kill them all. You can't just kill 2 of them and then leave 1. If you leave 1, then of course they won't respawn. So that's going to be really good for you and your team, that if the enemy goes over here, kills 1 of the creeps, he's like, shoot, I got to kill this creep. He'll be on like a 7-minute respawn timer, right? And you just screwed him over. You screwed over the enemy team. And that's a huge tip. A lot of people don't really do that as newcomers, but I usually do it because, you know, I've been playing the game for a little bit now. But yeah, that's very, very useful. You'll definitely realize how much the bank is going to be changing up here on the top where the enemies are, and your score. You can definitely see that score, your score, get way bigger than theirs if you just steal their camps a lot and you leave 1 of their camp minions there. So they have to be forced to wait even longer, you know, if they don't realize instantly. So before I forget, I want to go over like what the full lane entails. So you got the guardians, right? And then you kill the guardians. So say if you kill the guardians, say if these aren't friendly and they're you know, enemies, you kill the guardian, you get over to the big boy, you know, you got the urn, basically what you would call this. You know, shoots fire and everything like that. You kill him, and what you basically want to do in this area, you basically just want to stay alive. You know, once late game comes and you're on any of these lanes, there's always areas that you can go around. You know, you can sneak around. You can go through here and sneak around this kind of area where there will be, you know, some chests around and things like that. There's even like a way to get down to the courtesy shop. So if you go that way to the courtesy shop, that's like the hidden one, right? There's all kinds of ways that you can like flank and go around. There's even a teleporter back here. So as you can see in the bottom right corner, it leads you all the way to purple. So if you go from yellow to purple with that teleporter, and that's pretty insane, right? If someone needs help, you can always like go from orange. You can go to that teleporter on the map where it shows the arrows, and then you can go teleport all the way on the other side of the map without having to go over there by these zip lines and everything, right? But for the most part, you're just defending this. You're going through, you can go through those ways. You can go through over here if you're like attacking. So say like I said, you're attacking, say you kill that urn, right? You kill that urn, you come through here. This is a little, you know, a little safe area, I would call it, basically, between these. You can get over into this lane. So this is going to be the yellow lane, right? You can even get over here. They can't see you through this. So as you can see, the wall right here, they can't see you. So you can see them, they can't see you, and that's just how these are. So it's very, very useful if you go through those and try to get up in here, right? So these are the last 2 guardians. There's guardians over there as well. Each lane is going to have them, right? So you kill these 2 guys, and then you go through. So this is just explaining basically, you know, what's going on here. So this big boss right here, I was going to call him a boss at this point. These 2 little things that are guarding him, making him have a shield around him. You can't do any damage to him right now unless you kill both of these. So you want to come over here, kill this one, and then of course you're going to kill that one with your team. And this is only going to happen when it's end game, right? It's end game. Your team is like super powerful, and you finally get to their base, and hopefully you get to their base without, you know, them coming to your base. Back and forth match. So basically, you want to kill these two, and then it's going to be very confusing because there's going to be so many minions and so much stuff going on. But you kill those two, you got to watch out for the enemy players, and then you're killing this boss. This is the last boss here. This is one of the last bosses. You kill this boss, and then after this boss is dead, then you get the main boss, which is him. Pretty sure it's just him, and then he goes down there. So I think you could like kill him, and he gets off of this stuff, and then he goes down there. His head goes down there, or another head comes out of this. I don't know. I forget. But yeah. So basically, you go down here, and then you kill the last boss, which is going to be right here. He's just going to be stationary, and you can just go down here with your team and start spraying him and trying to kill him. And yeah, they do tons of damage to you, so you want to be careful about that. But for the most part, you're just going in with your team, playing with your team, and watching out for certain areas. Like up here, these are very dangerous because players will stand up here in their spawn up on top of these, and they will shoot down at you. So you want to be careful about that. You can come up on these stairs as well, which I like doing personally a lot. And then just like, you know, helping your team out, trying to sneak around up here and try to help your team out. It's going to be very difficult because this will shoot at you, right, if it's not dead. So you want to be careful about that. For the most part, that's what you're doing. Hope that will simplify this game a little bit more for you guys. And I almost forgot to mention as well, as you can see with my crosshair, my cursor, this right here is to your next level, if you don't know. The more you kill, so I need 400 more souls and of me killing minions and stuff to rank up to my next level, and then you'll get your, you know, your abilities and everything like that. But that's besides the lanes, you know. But other than that, that's all you basically really need to know. There's, you know, there's a bunch of possibilities with this game that you can do, and you can go over here and shoot these boxes. You can even go through here. That leads down here. You know, you'll get a little bit confused, but there's a lot of passageways. You can even go down here. You can go back up here if you want off that little lift. You can go over here to orange, or you can even like go through this area and go through this way. So there's a lot of cool areas. You can go through mid right here. Remember, they can't see you past this wall. If you really want to, you can even go up here to the rooftops and try to defend as well if they already broke through this guardian and they're coming through. So yeah, there's a tons and tons of possibilities. If you guys need any more help, you can always leave a comment down below and I'll be here to help. And if you guys want to see more guides like this and more of specific character guides like this with each character, like I said, then, you know, let me know in the comments below what character you guys want me to do a lane guide on. I'll most likely be doing them. So yeah, that was my guide for Deadlock, for the beginner's guide of lanes. If you guys did enjoy this video, and have a great day and or night, and peace.